There we go. Things are. I think we're good. Yes, of course, of course.
Yay!
We've turned your private chat into our typical legend.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's why you get paid the big bucks. That's why we're all here.
Falling apart.
No, we're just talking about donor programs, and we'll leave it at that.
All right. It looks like everything is good on my end. Chat,
Okay.
Can you hear us? Can you hear everybody? I'm pretty sure we're good, but welcome everybody to another signing Q&A. We have some amazing Apex Legends cast here. So how this is going to work is we're just going to go through and ask Q&A. We're going to hang out for like an hour and a half. And if you want to buy a live signing from them, they'll actually sign the autographs that have available, and they'll hold it up for a couple seconds. And if they don't get to it on stream, they'll get to it later, and they get sent to you. So it's really, really cool. This is sponsored by Streamly.com. So anyways, we're going to go through slowly because not everybody may have seen you all in like real life. They may only see you as your characters. So we'll start from the top. If you could just introduce yourself and who you play on Apex. So we'll start with Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben Prendergast, and I play Lifeline. I mean, you.
You
Elle?
play me, babe. You play me all the time.
Oh, baby. Snap. And there we go. It's an official Legends hang.
Yeah,
We're
it
off to
is.
the start.
Strong in the minute.
Boom, we're right in.
Off to a strong start, everyone.
Yeah.
Keep the momentum going.
All right, Elle Newlands.
Hey guys, I'm Elle Newlands. I'm from Southern California, and I play. I guess she's Scottish. Her name is Horizon, and she's also Space Mom.
Alec.
Well done. That's very impressive.
Voice.
That was a very impressive
was
Southern
very
California
impressive.
accent.
Internet
That was just
imploded.
Zelda.
You sound like that's brutal.
Wait,
Yeah.
she's not Scottish? Oh my God, you guys.
All right, Justine
Wait, you're not
Huxley.
Australian? Oh my god!
No way, my guy. Come on.
Next you're gonna tell me
You
that
better have your best
JB.
Aussie ready for us, babe.
Next you're gonna tell me JB isn't British. Like,
Straight out of Texas, man.
Hi, I'm Justine Huxley. I am the voice of Watson, and I actually am from the Valley, where I was born and raised. I'm not
That's
not
call.
from France, but I do have French heritage. But yeah. So Elle was doing a great impression of me.
She was. Killed it.
killed it.
All right, Melanie.
Mela, I play Lifeline. Mozambique, yeah. And thank you for all those memes. Best family ever. If you guys wonder if we're actually friends in real life, yes.
Tragically, yes.
Tragically, yes. It's gonna be what, hot legend summer? Is that what we're gonna make it?
Please.
Yes.
Robin
yeah.
Vaxxed. Expect lots of social media and inappropriate comments.
You guys don't get to see the inappropriate shit. That's just for us. Ha
Thank
ha.
goodness.
Mela and I are like thirsty on each other's pages like all the time.
Oh, I got schooled. Somebody's like, that's gross.
Oh yeah, somebody scolded you for like hitting on me or something.
I said, she's hot. And they're like, seriously? She has a girlfriend or something. And I was just like, we're just.
And Erica's like, I do? Wait, let me know who she is. Is she hot?
right? Oh, she's definitely hot.
She's like super hot.
Erica
Yeah.
don't play. She doesn't play. I'm sorry. Someone else introduce yourself. Is it
All
Chris?
right, Chris Edgerly.
Yeah, Retro, you know you gotta wrangle us, otherwise it's like
I'll get it.
it's-
I'll get
good
it
luck.
down. You
It's
got
a
it.
slippery slope, my guy.
Hey, I'm Chris Edgerly, and I play Johnny Young and Nicholas Roy.
AKA Pathfinder.
Yeah, I play Pathfinder, but I thought,
Why not?
For those
may
of
as
you
well
that
wear
don't
my
know,
head
edibles
glasses,
are
too.
legal in
Guys,
Los Angeles.
Those
Like
aren't
Johnny.
cool glasses. Those are we hit it too hard last night glasses.
Yeah.
For sure.
Such rock
Yeah,
gods. There's
I
such
just
rock
got
gods.
bored out of bed glasses.
Look at that. Come on
They're
now.
like, oh fuck, glasses.
Wait, hold on, you guys. I'm getting a call. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tom. Cruz? Yeah, I know a lot of Toms, but yeah, they are here. They are here. I found your glasses. Uh-huh.
What's
For a
up? What's
second,
up,
I was
internet,
like, oh wait,
ladies,
Tom?
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the internet? This is one half of Team Nick Johnny. My name is Johnny.
It's not your
Voice
turn
Crypto.
yet.
What the
He's
hell?
Johnny skipping the queue. Can you believe this guy? Who invited this dude? Are you
I don't even know
serious?
what the queue is.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
All right.
JB. JB.
Erica,
Guys,
your turn.
We're killing JB.
Wow. Okay.
Hi.
Johnny's skipping Erica now. I see how it
I
is.
got you. I
Good
got
work,
you.
Johnny. Oh, you're going down.
So
So
when
sorry.
I joined the Legends, I was told that we were to constantly rib Johnny, and I didn't understand. But now I do.
It's like it
Yeah.
comes naturally,
Welcome
doesn't it?
to the fold. Now
Yeah.
you're true.
Hi,
Fall
everyone.
into it.
I'm
Resonant
Erica
K-pop star.
Ishii. I'm Erica Ishii, and I play Valk.
Yeah,
This is my
you
first
do,
sighting. This is weird.
Welcome.
Crowd goes wild. Such a rock star.
All right, now next, Auntie Angela, would you please?
Hello, it's Auntie
introduce
Anjali
yourself?
here. Hi guys, I'm Anjali Pamani. I play Rampart. This is the best bloody day ever. So which it actually kind of is because we all haven't hung out in a little bit, and I think it's our first time doing a panel with Ben and Erica in the Legends. So it's very exciting to have them here and to have all of you here.
Wow. You guys.
It's my cozy sweater because it's a cozy Saturday.
It is. I love apparently all of the Legends actually talk like this.
Apparently we have to all talk like this. I don't understand what you're talking about. I talk like Auntie.
So does JB. Is it his turn to introduce himself as Auntie?
It's
JB?
Allegra's turn. Allegra Clark.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Allegra Clark, and I'm the voice of Revenant. Are we still doing that? No.
Yes.
The voice of Resonant.
Yes.
Is his
Yeah.
name Resonant?
Yeah, Revenant.
Revenant
the voice of
evil.
Revenant. No, I'm the voice of Bloodhound. Hi, hello. And I am not Old Norse in real life. I'm still not sure how I booked this role. They said they wanted authentic Norwegian and Icelandic talent, and I was like, sure.
You did it, and I think it's all that matters.
I did it.
It's off-world.
I'm from Norway via southern Italy.
Yeah, Italy's close. It's
Yeah,
close.
right? Same thing.
Europe's this big, so you're fine.
Europe really is
Sorry,
that
Europe.
big.
Yeah.
Europe really is that big, though. Anyway, it's enough social commentary. I think it's JB's turn.
JB.
Hi, my name is JB Blanc, and I play Kostek. And I don't really speak like that. I'd like to give a special shout out to a young man called Kyle Swenson. You know who you are.
Oh.
What's up, Kyle?
Kyle got the smooth
And I'd
voice.
also like to say that the longer I hang out with Johnny, the closer I feel to my death.
Yeah.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
He did it.
Also, JB is Blisk. I'm just gonna yell that because I
Yes.
remember that.
And I'm
too,
Commander
y'all.
Blisk as well, yes. Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, we can't forget the mercenary bastard.
Can't. Erica has a lot of opinions there.
Oh man, you're so cool. So great.
All right, and then I guess we'll go Nick first, and then Johnny, or you guys can go together at the same time.
Let's start with Nick. Just
yeah.
Sorry, I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
My name is Nicholas Roy. I'm the other half of Nick Johnny. We're here today to entertain you guys. And we just woke up, so that's why you have sunglasses on right now. So
Whatever.
Ya tú
We're
sabes,
such
ya tú sabes.
partiers.
It's the chronic Jonic.
Así es, ya tú sabes.
chronic Johnny.
And in case you guys were wondering, we're friends. Yeah, me and Johnny are friends, and we're actually really here side by side. So
Actually, That's really good special effects. I think the truth is we should tell the world Nick is actually Johnny's cinder block supplier. If you look
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's true.
That's true.
Look at
Everyone,
that entertainment center
if
in
you
the
have to
background.
move, we need to shame Johnny right
Maybe
now.
you have
We
to
need
move and show the
Nick,
world
come on,
your
come on.
furniture
Get out
line.
of the way.
yeah.
Entertainment center back here. Yes.
Modern art.
Yes.
Modern art.
High art.
There it
High
is.
art.
all of this, guys, if you
It is
enter the raffle.
industrial chic.
How much to sign one of those cinder blocks, Johnny?
Yeah.
It's priceless. Priceless.
Priceless.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh no, I
It's
think
along
they're
in the
worth
loom,
something,
but,
not a
you know.
lot. But something.
At least 50 cents.
All right, did we get to everybody? Is that it? Are
Yes,
we all
we did.
officially
we got
met?
through everybody.
There we
No,
go.
Johnny didn't.
We did it.
Did you guys skip Johnny for
We
real?
got through everybody. We got through everybody.
We don't need Johnny. All right, Johnny Young, are you ready? Are you
Yeah,
live?
buddy.
You good?
Are you ready,
boy.
Retrospect? Are you
Yeah.
ready?
I think I'm ready. I'm excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the internet,
Oh,
welcome,
ooh.
welcome
Here we
to Apex Legends. My name is Johnny Young, the other half of Team Nick Johnny.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, you
That
guys.
was
And,
such an easy.
who-
That
who-
was such a
who are
like
you, Johnny?
smooth
I
jazz.
didn't catch
voice.
that.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
So okay, let's go back from the top. We're going to bin. Remember, chat if you wanna, some signed stuff. Link below. Don't miss it. This is the only opportunity you get on this channel. We're gonna start with bin. Hopefully, you can all remember this. If you know what was your first voice acting job. We'll start with Ben.
Ooh, my first voice acting job.
Yeah.
Jeez. There was an app in Melbourne which was like it was for kids, called Animal Phone, and basically you could be either a zebra or Ziggy the zebra and like some other giraffe, and the kids would like. It was kind of terrible because the parents would give the kids the phone and then they could just like pretend to call someone, and then the animal would like just answer them with like random advice. I'm just remembering this now, that like taught the kids to be on their phones all the time. So that's what I did. I played Ziggy the zebra on Animal Phone about 20 years ago, or whenever the iPhone first came out.
Okay.
When did it first come out? I think it came out 15 years ago.
Really? I was joking with 20 years. So really 15? Okay.
No, I think it was less than 15. I remember when the
like
iPhone came
2004
out.
to some 2000.
Feels like 2007 because I remember
it was
getting it in like 2009 or something. I got mine.
I remember being at a place. I was eating burgers with friends, and I had like the proto iPhone. It wasn't Apple, but it was it was just like another smartphone. And being there and having a conversation about like, I for whatever reason, I know it was who's the drummer from Metallica. And I was just like, I'll check on my phone because I had like really early like data being able to look it up. And everyone was like, stop, just wait until you get home. You don't have to look at it right now. And then a year later, everyone had the iPhone and was doing that. And I was so mad.
How did you not know
like,
Lars
oh,
Ulrich,
I
by
see
the way?
how it is. Now that you all have your iPhones, you do the shit that you dragged me for doing last year. Okay. Okay.
All right, Elle, your turn.
First of all, I would just like to say how much I love that Ben calls it a zebra because that's how I see it.
All right, it's not zebra. XYZ.
Zebra. It's zebra in the United States.
You guys, it's zebra. Okay.
Zebra, it's squirrel, which is also my favorite animal pronunciation. Hi, everybody. My first voiceover job, well, I had like two sort of consecutively. I had one that was a learning app, kind of like Ben, but I was an acorn. She was called Amanda Acorn.
And now you're a mighty oak.
That was exactly it. And she was like she was a singing acorn, so she was like, come on and learn along with me. Hi, my name's Amanda Acorn, and I'm a tiny acorn. That was the first voice.
Oh my god, I love her so much. I want to learn things from her.
Wow. But the reason why I have to tell the consecutive is because I was also consecutively in a blood sport like video game, so I thought that was quite the juxtaposition.
Yeah, that's what makes it magic. Yeah. That's the magic of voiceover right there.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Justine Huxley.
Yes, I grew up in Los Angeles, so I was an on-camera actor when I was a kid, and I got asked because I could do improvisation to do ADR, which is additional dialogue recording and looping for the film Vegas Vacation, Chevy Chase's film. And I was one of the background kid voices, and I still get 2 cents residuals to this day.
That's awesome.
2 whole cents.
Raking it in.
That's how you're gonna buy the house, honey.
That gets on Justine, peeps.
Boom, look out.
Chris, the chat wants to know if you're asleep.
No, I was actually, but I was playing this game.
That'd be such a dad move.
I'm gonna reassure the chat he's not asleep. He's just really, really high.
I'm just wrapped with attention. No, sometimes what I do to stay focused, oddly enough, I play this little shapes game, the wooden block. It's almost like wooden Tetris, and it helps me keep focused to what I'm hearing.
Focus from what you were doing.
So wait, in order to get focused, you don't look at what's happening and you pull focus. That's an interesting.
Sometimes it just works that way.
Well, technically speaking, it's a thing where like you focus better when you're doing 2 tasks at the same time.
Yeah, sometimes it actually works.
It's an ADD thing, actually.
Can you imagine?
I thought only women could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute. Tell me none of you guys have ever done something with your phone while you're doing a recording session. You don't have to name the recording session. But show of hands, everyone who's not a liar. Yeah, of course you have.
Unprofessional, Chris.
I know. I'm very
But no one's gonna act like they didn't get like a critical work email or something along those lines.
Yeah, no, we do it. I just don't do it to help me focus. But yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Melanie, your turn.
I don't know how to follow that. No, I'm still thinking about Chris Edgerly's dating app where he's like, all right, so if you really like a girl, look at another girl, answer a phone call from another girl, text another chick.
That's my dating app?
You say that, but people actually think that
I know
works.
they do. We've all been out with that person.
I had no idea Chris was such a player.
That doesn't work. With Chris, that's the truth. We've all gone out with Chris.
About myself all of a sudden.
Wait, Nick, who's with you right now? I don't recognize. Who's that?
Oh, isn't it that guy out of the Big Lebowski?
Crypto. This is Crypto, not Johnny anymore.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Oh yeah. When you do that, it makes it much clearer. Thank you. Yes, that's much. That's much
So
clearer.
I'm pretty sure this is
Here,
American.
Johnny.
Also, I'm just for the record, as you do that, I'm pretty sure this is American Sign Language for lesbian. So
so easy.
I
There.
think so. It's either this or this.
That one, Johnny?
I can't remember.
Anybody who's in ASL, could you just please enter the chat and let us know, is Johnny a lesbian? I'm sorry.
Us is
Fact
Johnny
checking.
young lesbian.
Oh my God, this descended so quickly.
All right, Retro, save us, Retro.
What was your first acting job? Voice acting specifically.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Me or Eric?
Yes. No, you, Mella. You, Mella.
Was I right? Was I right?
Mella.
I am going to say.
Everyone knows we've only got 2 hours, right?
Oh,
Yeah, an hour and a half, give or take.
Guys, I'm sorry. We all hate each other, clearly can't stand each other. I had, my first job was Tony Lama Boots or whatever, but more interesting, my friend's first job, Erica Ishii. Her first acting job.
My first anime was produced by Mella and directed by my friend Taliesin Jaffe. It was Skip Beat. Yeah. This was, God, 5 years ago, something like that?
Yes.
2016. It was called Skip Beat.
Yeah.
And this was sort of like Mella's sort of return to acting after the accident.
Yeah.
And that's where I met her at like Jason Charles Miller's studio.
Yes.
And I was so nervous because I'd never dubbed anything.
I never would have
before,
known. I had no idea.
Before. Yeah. So my origin story intertwines with Mella's origin story, just like in the comics.
Whoa, it was almost like it was meant to
Lifeline
be.
and Valk. I mean, just like in general, like everybody's stories are all connected.
Yes. And we dreamed of being we were like, let's book a AAA game together.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, I ran into Mella in the waiting room. I talked about this on the last interview that I did with Tom about I ran into Mella in the waiting room of our agency after my first Valk audition, and I was like, I think I just auditioned for Apex Legends, and she was like, I'm manifesting this for you. This is gonna happen. I was like, that's sweet. Thank you. I
was like, no.
Mella is a very powerful being.
It actually worked. Hey, Mella, can you like manifest some sort of like random $1 million check for me? Like,
yes, actually, everyone heard it here. 2022, in March of 2022, Allegra Clark will be on a live thing, and she's like, I had an uncle I didn't even know about, or a mistake on the 2-cent residual check, and it's $2 million. But it's happening. It's happening.
Thank you. I really want this.
You are
Blessed. All right, Chris Edgerly. You are.
Sorry, I was ignoring all of you so I could pay attention to you. Actually,
the truth comes out so
I don't
easily.
remember my first voice acting job because it would have been in Orlando around 93 or 94. It would have been non-union because I wasn't in the union yet. But my first union voice acting job was voice matching Michael Rappaport for the TV version of The Pallbearer, the David Schwimmer movie. And it was cool. As soon as my agent signed me, she said, can you do a Michael Rappaport impression? I said, I don't know, I've never tried. She played a tape of the scene, a VHS tape. This is back in 2000.
Wow.
Yeah. And she played it, and I started talking back to her like Michael Rappaport, you know, like he was, you know, in that movie, you know, and he does his hands. He has this sort of thing, you know, when he talks, he's different, you know, I don't know, he has that vibe. And she gets on the phone, calls up Miramax and said, I got your Michael Rappaport. Boom. Be at this place tomorrow, and you got the job. And so, yeah, that was my first job. And as it is with joining the union, whatever the job pays, the union fee is twice as much. So, yeah, everyone loses money joining the union at first.
But it's worked out. It's worked out well for you. I feel like it's worked out well for you. It was a good investment. It was a good investment.
Union, last I saw, the signing fee, the joining fee is $3,000 right now.
Yeah, and it's
okay, but our union does do an awful lot of awesome stuff for us. So it's an investment that is well worth it.
It pays out in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. It totally pays out. But yeah, at the time it was $550 for a scale job, and it was $1,100 to join.
Oh, and then you had to slum it in the years of The Simpsons.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Break and Apex.
Such a shame.
My heart goes out to you, Chris.
Yeah, it's so hard.
It's so hard. Years later. So yeah, but yeah, it's season 12 right now happening. So great.
Yeah,
story.
and season 9 right now in Apex.
Season 12 for me. Season 33 we're working on for the show.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Wow, congratulations.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, well,
I
take all the credit for that.
Can we just, I'm sure Nick Johnny, or Ninny as I like to call them, they kind of look like the couple from the Muppet Show who just like comment.
That was terrible. Rubbish.
You guys, yeah, like modern day versions. Absolutely.
Statler and Waldorf. Oh my god.
And if you want to know my response to that, just watch the Muppet Show SNL sketch from last week.
Yes.
Nice callback.
Yeah, that was very good.
God, I can't wait to see it.
All right, Anjali, your turn.
My first voiceover job was doing the disclaimer at the beginning of Tosh.0, but in Hindi, which is not actually a language that I am fluent in. So I got the audition and I was like, sure, I can do that, Dad. And my dad, said the words for me. And I have a reasonable command of the language, but like no one actually conversing in it and stuff is not a good idea. Much to my chagrin and to every auntie everywhere who judges me for it. But so I had to do the Hindi announcer super fast. And then I recorded it at home because we had a whole sound system at home already because my husband's a musician. And they liked the recording so much, they just used our home recording on the show.
Wow.
So I didn't even have to do it, which was great because I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to do this. I'm so glad I don't have to do this in front of people because I'm like, I got to get this right and let it be. So that was that. That was my first one. And that was 2014? 2014. Yeah.
When was
No, 2000. I got to take that. Yeah, 2014. Sorry?
When was Tosh.0 on the air? I'm like...
It was on the air in 2014 because I did the thingy, only it didn't sound like this. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Now I have to
chipmunk voice fairly regularly.
Yeah, I do make that voice fairly regularly. The fun part about the super fun
older than that.
The super fun part about it too was that disclaimer was followed by some dude on a skateboard doing a faceplant, and I was like, that seems accurate for my life. Like, So yeah, that was my first one.
Wow, thank you. And all right, Allegra.
Yeah.
I mean, the sexy answer would be to pretend that my first job was Dragon Age Inquisition, but that's a lie. I was a child commercial actor in New York City. So I don't remember what it was for specifically, probably for like Time Warner Cable or something like that. But I did also sing a jingle for a car website when I was young.
Sing it!
Is it Cars for Kids?
Sing it!
No, it was not Cars for Kids. I'm so mad at you for saying that because
just saying that now I've got it stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head now.
God,
it's so digestible. That damn jingle.
It was for beepbeep.com. And the thing was it was supposed to be operatic, so it was like, just see if I remember the lyrics. Shopping for a new car, searching for the right car. Don't want a major hassle, got style, value, choice.
And she was 6.
Beep.com, beep.com. No, I was like 18 when I did that one specifically.
Okay.
I want to see you go for a home loan with that method.
Right?
Search cars, the mouse.
I would like a home loan.
Why do I still remember that whole song? Jesus Christ.
That's what jingles do. That's the magic of
That is exactly it. They are earworms. They are earworms that get in there like Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. They get in there and invade your brain.
Sold my old car, it's easy. Found a new ride, it's easy. Beep.com, beep.com, beep.com.
First got on.
This is our next Zoom, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was
legendary opera.
That was one of my earlier actual VO gigs. I also did an industrial thing for the Smithsonian Museum. It was for one of those audio guides at the Smithsonian, and they just needed. I remember, for whatever reason, they reached out to my acting teacher in high school, and were like, "Can you just get someone to do it?" And I made
Allegra has designer first jobs. These are awesome. I was breaking my teeth in at the Smithsonian, and
it was so hard. Yeah, it was like I was reading letters from a 16-year-old girl, and they wanted a 16-year-old girl, and my acting teacher was like, "Get her," and I was like, "Thanks, Mr. Gilbert." So yeah.
Played Mr. Gilbert.
Thanks, Mr. Gilbert. You're a homie, Mr. Gilbert.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Easter Bunny.
Thanks, Mr. Gilbert.
All right, JB Blanc, your turn.
Yes.
I'd just like to offer my sincere congratulations to everyone on this call for nearly answering one question in 40 minutes. Well done.
Good job, team.
Very well done.
Almost there.
Because it's 2 questions, because we also had to say who we were.
Oh, but is that in question, Allegra? I like how that's like an existential crisis.
Yeah.
I had to answer the question about who I was.
Who am I?
We lost
Who
JB.
are we, though?
We've lost
Truly?
him.
JB is like,
We've lost him. We've killed him. We've killed JB.
Yeah.
Again?
JB is dead.
Let me know when you want me to say something, and I will.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, the minimum.
Oh, well then let's not. Let's not give him. Let's say
Jesus.
we don't want him to say.
There's a pattern here. Shut up. There's a pattern here because my first gig was directed by Taliesin Jaffe as well. And it was in 2001, I think, because I'm really old.
Oh my gosh, did you
And it was an anime called Helsing.
Helsing.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, what?
And I played a Cheddar Gorge priest who said things like, "I know you're feeling pain, but I will give you pleasure, and it will last forever."
Wow.
And then later, I played Enrico Maxwell, who was the sort of Vatican envoy. Enrico Maxwell. He's Italian and very smooth. So that was my first gig.
I'll find.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Very
Okay.
professional. Look
Baby.
at you.
I'd like to hear more of this in our stream later, JB.
We would.
Yeah, our little after party. You will get a little talk. All right, Nick.
Only if there's alcohol.
Valid.
Me? Yeah.
Yes.
My whole career is a little bit of an accident, I guess, in some ways. I started out as a film and TV actor, and I was doing some guest stars and some co-stars on TV shows. And then I didn't even have a voiceover agent or anything. This is back 12 years ago now. But I got this. One of my agents asked me if I was interested in doing some voiceover, auditioning for some voiceover work. They were looking for bilingual talent, Spanish, English. And I said, yeah, definitely. I'll do whatever. And at that point, my career was a little bit on the down taper. So I ended up going to this. I thought I was going to a casting, but I was actually going to a voiceover agency to read for something. And I get in there. It was a spicy Cheetos commercial, and I was late. And or Fire Hot Cheetos, I guess. I was late to it. I was like 15 minutes late because I was coming from somewhere far away. And I get there, and immediately the agent there, which at the time I thought was the casting director, was like, first and foremost, I just want to tell you, like, we voice actors take this business seriously. Showing up late like that, not calling ahead of time, booby boo, this is not cool. We don't put up with this kind of shit or whatever. And I was like, damn, all right. Sorry. I was, I didn't have a phone number to this place. I thought I was going to a casting office. This wasn't clear. She didn't give a shit. She was just like, whatever, get in there and read this. So I went in there like all sweaty with my tail tucked up under me and shit. And I read this spicy or Fire Hot Cheetos commercial, and I got fucking hired.
Yeah, you did.
And I don't know what that meant, but okay. But from then on, I found out later, because that's been my same agent for 12 years now. But I found out later that the owner of the agency overheard her kind of whipping me and said, "Hey, is that guy from blah 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 talent agency that they send him?" And she said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, don't have him back." And but I got hired.
But then you book. Booking changes everything.
Yeah, I got hired, and then I just kept auditioning, and eventually I got into anime
go
first.
back to that. You're gonna have to loop back around to that, like, yeah, don't hire him part. Like, what?
Yeah, they said don't have him back because I was late, and the impression at that time was film and TV actors don't think voiceovers they think voiceovers kind of like a side thing. So if they're not going to take it serious on their first chance, just let him go. We don't need to have him back, kind of thing. And so I understand now in some ways why she was so brutal, because a lot of people that I know that are film and TV actors, especially at that time, would approach me and be like, "Oh, so you're going to kind of do a little bit of voiceover on the side till you get back on your feet?" And it was like, "Yeah, no, I'm
really
gonna do some voiceover,
because it's fun. Fuck you."
There was a weird thing about, and you guys some of you probably got this that have been in the business a long time. Like there was this thing that, okay, well, I'm not making money in film and TV, I'll do some voiceover. Like it's that fucking easy.
Oh.
It's
or
feel
when
like
people ask you what you do for a living and you're like, "Well, I'm a voice actress or a voice actor," and they're like, "But well, how do you make money?" And you just want to be like,
right.
"I'm a voice actor."
I'm coming out against the term voice actor because I've worked in every aspect of this business, and voice acting is the hardest lot of the lot. And so you're actors. Everyone's actors.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's an actor.
Okay, so some of them aren't great actors, Johnny, but others are good actors. Some do it, some try.
My favorite was I mentioned like someone like on my floor was like, "Oh, so what do you do?" I was like, "Oh, I'm an actor." And she was like, "Well, have I seen you in anything?" And I was like, "Well, I primarily do voiceover." And she was like, "Well, are you ever gonna, like do real acting?" And I was like,
"Oh God, that hurts my feelings."
Wow.
But like during the pandemic though, because voice acting games just kept going, like suddenly all your like on camera acting friends were like, "So hey, I've been thinking about doing voiceover and everything.
Yeah.
What do I do? Do I just who do I listen to?"
Well,
and
I gotta say, as someone,
how it is.
I just want to say, as someone who has done all of it consistently throughout, I hope that that now, even though there are people who were desperate during the pandemic to get into it because it was a new, it was the only lane that was still working, and those of us who were in it already were very lucky that was the lane that we were in. Everyone that I know in the film industry and the TV industry and theater super respects voice acting. That's at least in my world. I just want to put that out there. Like maybe it's because I don't hang out with people who are douchebags, but people who make that judgment about people's careers, I think are very unfortunately judgmental. Yeah. But everyone I know super respects what you and we do. So fuck them. So Auntie says fuck them.
I know are like talking about setting up a studio and they're trying to move into voice acting and they're putting down tapes and they're asking questions like, "How do I do it?" And it's a very different thing. But like I have a 16-year-old and 18-year-old. If you want to know the power of voice acting, I was talking to my 16-year-old last night, and they live in Australia. So if you look at the bottom end of a map or a globe, there's Melbourne, and then they live even further out from Melbourne, which is like a country town called Kyneton. And he told me yesterday that there's a couple of kids in the schoolyard who now only refer to him as the son of Fuse because they found out who he was.
I love it.
His surname, found me, asked him about that, and now he's just like king of the castle over there. So
it's sort of like he's become a Greek character.
Yeah, yes.
I'm Johnny, son of Fuse. Like it's so I love that. Yeah, like I was just on a set recently where someone came up and said, "Oh, you're in Apex Legends," and the actors on the show were so excited that there was someone who was in voice acting on the show. So people do appreciate. I feel like it might have been that way before, but the tides be changing.
Yeah, I feel like
people should understand that acting is acting, and it doesn't matter what part of your body you are using to do it. Yes, you can insert any joke you want here.
Good, thank you.
You said insert.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Please, I did. I'm serving up softballs for all of you.
You really
Hit
are.
away.
You know what?
Yeah.
We're just kind of sitting here like, I don't know if I get to make the joke, but I am gonna nod, and that means you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm part of a generation of actors that's coming in that like specifically wanted to get into voice acting.
Yes.
You know? Like because we grew up with video games and
we grew up with a lot of like anime, cartoons, and everything. And we were like, wait, that's a job. I want to do that.
And to add on to all that, it's like, a lot of people on stream ask, how do I get into voice acting? And I talked to JB about this because I was like, man, how do I tell these kids? And it's just go to a school, go get coaching, study acting, study theater, make a student film, like, because it all comes together. And when you're in the booth, you're actually, you're performing and like same thing with like the trailers. Like it's like, I was lucky enough to, act across Roger. And when we're doing it, we were in suits with performance capture. And it's like that whole experience, it's like, it was like theater plus film all rolled into one. And people don't understand that. They just say mocap. It's like, no, it's not just your body. It's like, it's the same thing as like Avatar, where they have like the dots and the cameras in your face, and you have to be aware of your space, and there's cameras and there's crew, and it's like theater because it's like you have this huge open space and you have to use your imagination. So it's like, just study acting, like study.
Here's the mistake people make. People come up to you all the time and say, "Hey, dude, I've been told I got a great voice and I should do voiceover." I have great quotes. I wish it was mine, but it's not mine. But I wish it was. It's I have a really nice pen, but I'm not a writer. And that's exactly what it is. It's not about the voice. It's always about character. It's always about learn to get good acting training, and you can do anything in this business.
Having a good.
I would also like to say that I think that's a great website.
I want to be a voice actor.com.
Yeah, D. Bradley Baker's. It's amazing site.
Covers it all.
I do want to also say though that I feel like the flip side of this is also true, because there has been a certain level of, you can't just do this, you can't just come into voice acting, and I think it's been exclusive of other actors who have been worked in other media, and I heard that when I started going in for voiceovers, and I'd been doing theater and television and whatever they would pay me to do that's legal, dance, opera, whatever. I've been doing that for years. And
a few things that are illegal.
Illegal stuff?
I mean, look, when times get hard, who knows? I might change that. I'm chaotic good, so it's entirely possible. But there was definitely a sense of, you can't just do that. And I was like, well, I'm not just jumping in. It's not a disrespect for the industry, but it is another branch of this acting tree.
Yes.
And if you are a storyteller, and if you have worked on your craft, whatever said craft is, that feeds into the next one. And then you respect that craft and you work on it and you do better at it and you keep going. And so I think I'm very happy to see a lot of like the lines being blurred now, because people are realizing, just be good. Be good. Be good at what you do. And it will transfer. And be a good person, that too.
Yeah.
Johnny.
I will actually say, it's not universal, obviously, because there are always bad eggs, but I feel in general, like people in the voiceover community are so chill.
Yes.
I think because we realize that our job is just to like play and be creative and do a lot of really fun things. And I think the people who tend to work consistently and succeed in this business are the ones who realize that part of our job is going into a small padded room and speaking to ourselves. And we're humble and playful and just excited to be there. And I do really feel like voiceover is, again, with the exception of Johnny, a relatively humble.
Yeah.
Melky Kuiper, by the way, Retro, you just got like a $50 tip. I'm in the wrong business.
People are excited. We're all here
shaking that thing, Retro. Shake it.
What can I say?
Also, I have to.
What was your first voiceover job?
That was, all joking aside, what was Johnny's first voiceover job.
Before
Johnny.
really quickly, before you answer that, I just kind of want to like address stuff on the side. Guys, the actors who aren't here were just busy. We love them. We wish they were here.
Yeah.
But sometimes other actors are just busy and they have their schedules and other commitments. Like I know Chantel really wanted to join us, but she's had a crazy filming schedule lately. So, you know, she wishes she could be here. A lot of people wish they could be here. They're just busy. So, you know, the next time, hopefully, just be chill. Aren't you happy that we're all here?
Yes.
Are we not enough for you?
Are we not enough for you?
Are we not enough for you?
Are you not entertained?
I said my first thing.
Yay!
First signing. There we go, boys.
So I guess we can let Johnny answer the question now, but I just wanted to clear that up before,
Johnny. What was
before we did that? I just wanted
what was your first little baby step into the industry, Johnny?
Before I answer that question, I just wanted to say a couple things. First off,
55 minutes. 55 minutes.
First off, Miss Ishii, fresh cut. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, damn. Look at that.
Sexy, very sexy.
Hey, oh my God! Shout out to Ed Fonseca in Burbank at Arena's Barbershop. I showed him the like season 9, the legacy, you know, the loading where it goes like Apex Legends. And it has the wave pattern, and I was like, I want this.
baby.
He's like, I got you.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Nice. I guess I should do some signing.
Thanks, Johnny.
You got it. Second thing is that I just wanted to add on to what everyone was saying, and like, yeah, we have a SM7B mic, and everyone has all this crazy equipment, but I wanted to tell everyone when I booked like Overwatch and World War Z and even Apex Legends, like the way like people are like, but I don't have all this equipment. I recorded because I didn't know anything. I literally had a MacBook and I recorded everything off my earbuds. And now I know JB, it's like not the greatest thing, but it's like if you don't have the means.
Chantel did the same thing for Ray.
Yeah, if you don't have the means, like if you have an iPhone, you got the means, you know.
That's I booked Overwatch with this and no microphone in a hotel room.
There you
at
go.
7 o'clock in the morning.
This was my Jade Mortal Kombat secret weapon.
So if you guys have a phone, if you guys have a laptop, you know, you can do it. Just wanted to say that. But going back to the question to answer it, crazy enough, my first game was with Eric Kraber, our sound director. It was my first professional, I guess, voiceover gig, and it was a game called Medal of Honor Warfighter. And in the multiplayer, it was by a company called Danger Close, which is not with us anymore. But there was like in the multiplayer, there was like the special ops of every country, and then I voiced the Korean ops, and I learned from the best. Eric Kraber he's just one of the best. He's so good at what he does, and
I love him.
I mean, I was a you know, I didn't know anything, and he was like he guided me, and so I shouted out a lot of things in Korean, like 12시 방향 저격수. It's like sniper 12 o'clock, and like I just shout out all sorts of crazy stuff, and that was my first experience. Like I got to be a part of Medal of Honor, so super exciting, crazy stuff. And
you should have a gun named after him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Kraber.
They really should. They really should.
The Eric.
And it should drop as ground loot. Not
Johnny, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you said your first professional game job was. What was your first unprofessional game job?
Apex Legends.
Noted.
Oh man, as you guys can see, internet, I get bullied by the whole cast. They punch me in the face and kick me, and they keep me in a cage until they.
And he loves it.
In fairness, Johnny. In fairness, Johnny. No. But here's what happens, because this is what happened to me. I came in, and it's obviously just happened to Erica too. I came in, and I was like, oh my God, why is everyone so mean to Johnny? And then you kind of lean into it, because you lean into it so much, like you set this. You set up this
persona.
What was so pretty? Like you gotta say something.
It's just how it is, Chris. It's just how it is.
It's just like.
Listen, the bottom line is, guys, Johnny walks around with a metaphorical target on his back. It's not his
Human
fault.
punching bag.
It just happens. And it's too easy and it's too fun. So
and there's like
I'm
a
gonna
safe
apologize
He's
for
also
it.
like the greatest part about it, and
There's
plays
like
into it and is adorable.
There's like a
and
safe word that he can like make it stop at any time, though, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
safe
If
word
it
is
actually,
cinder block.
if it legitimately bothered Johnny,
wouldn't
I would
do it.
hope
No one would do it. Hell
Like,
no.
actually, it's kind of hurting my feelings,
He
and we
loves
would
it.
all.
We would all stop. Oh God, that hurts
I-
us all.
It's crazy. Like I've never been part of like a cast like this. Again, like, you know, I haven't done voiceover very long compared to our whole cast. And I'm so grateful to be a part of everyone that's like, you guys are all veterans, you know.
Sorry,
Like,
what made you think you were part of this cast?
I'm the help. I get it. I got it. I'm the help.
Just as long as that's clear, just want to make sure. You go on.
Mr. Blog, how would you like your coffee, sir? I apologize.
Well, we all get
intravenously
coffee for JB, though.
But this is amazing. This is crazy. It's like, I can't believe we get to do this. This is crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, so Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
Chris has never heard of Medal of Honor either. Neither have I.
Yeah.
Neither of us have heard of Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor was like the precursor to Call of Duty.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Oh snap.
All right, next question. We'll go back over. We'll reset back the bin. Let's see if we can get through five before. That's
You
my
guys,
goal.
can I ask
five.
a huge favor? Can I do a shameless plug for my fundraiser for India? Would you guys mind if I
Yes,
do this?
Do that.
Do it.
Folks on the stream, thank you guys for tuning in. This is not an official Apex Legends announcement. That has nothing to do with Respawn, has nothing to do with EA. I just want to preface it with that. It just has to do with a bunch of
Johnny.
human beings.
Nothing to do with
or Johnny.
Or Johnny.
It does have to do with Johnny, actually, because it has to do with a bunch of human beings who have supported this cause. Lucy Pohl and I have put together a fundraiser called All In for India. We are donating funds and gathering funds for resources to be sent to India for COVID-19 relief. If you care to do so, please check out the website and share it with people. You can support by sharing, you can support by donating. No amount is too small. American money especially goes very far in India and can save lives and help families through a terrible situation over there. So the website, it's very easy. It's bit.ly, like the bit.ly thing, bit.ly/all-in for India, all lowercase.
Yep.
And if you feel so inspired, people back home need help. So
Every little
And I
bit
just
helps.
posted the link in chat too, so it should be
Oh,
there.
thank you.
You can
Thank
click
you
it
so
directly
much.
just
And thank
go
you
take
guys
a
who
quick
lent your
peek.
faces and voices to the video. I so appreciate you guys just like jumping in. It was like so fast and so furious, and I really appreciate it.
And thank you
Thanks
to
for
everyone
that.
who's actually working and signing autographs and making the rest of us look like slackers. I'm just gonna hold a pen so that I look like I'm doing.
Yeah, everybody, don't forget, you want a live signing? The link's below. It's there.
We all have live signings later. They'll come.
They'll come. They'll be there.
I'm
All
not
right.
gonna lie, there's a part of me that like wants to get some of it done right now so that when
You
I'm
got
done with
time.
all my signings, I can just
signed
play
with
more Mass Effect.
Justine. I got like a good 60 or 70 yesterday with Justine.
You guys,
Like,
the
really
world
great
is your
interviews.
oyster. Do what you want. Live your best life. Sign, don't sign.
And I
Eat
just
soup, don't eat soup. Live your best life.
Well, I'm just here like if I do signing now, it means I'll have time later to stream some more Mass Effect because I want to play Mass Effect Legendary Edition so much all the
It's
time
true.
right now.
So I just want to say we have some awesome prints, and we've got this amazing puzzle piece print. This is
We
a
do.
Watson print.
Oh yeah,
by
do you guys have your
Kobayashi.
favorite prints with you? Any good stuff?
Yes.
Show it
So
up.
this
They're all
one,
my favorites.
is by Kobayashi, and everyone
Hayashi.
in
Yeah,
this
Kubashi
channel
is
has a print like this, and they all go together. You can buy them individually, or you can buy them as a group. As a big puzzle piece print. Thank you so much to Anjali for setting this up with this amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And you guys, with
Oh, yeah.
time, as we do more signings, we will likely add more legends to it. So it's gonna be a
Love
beautiful
that one,
thing.
Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're rocking it.
Did it myself.
I'm gonna
No,
take
I
that
didn't. I'm
there.
sorry, Yomoto. I did not.
And this
Yeah,
one is for
you and Melissa's
Jesus,
so great.
Thank you, Jesus. Stacked and ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Justine.
Hey guys, quickly, there's a lot of asking who's who. Can we just do a quick run, your name and
Yes.
character name
Yes.
quickly from top
Yes,
to bottom?
super fast.
Ben, go.
Boom.
Ben Prendergast for Fusey.
Elle,
Elle Newlands, Horizon, Space Mom.
Justine,
Justine Huxley, Watson, and Nessie.
Mella, ooh.
Voice of Lifeline, Mozambique here.
Chris,
Chris Edgerly, Pathfinder.
yeah. Hi, friend. Erica
High five.
Erica Ishii, Valk.
and Auntie Anjali.
Hi, Anjali Rampart.
Allegra.
Allegra Clark, Bluthhunder.
I'm JB. I'm Caustic and Blisk. Nick.
Nicholas Roy, Octavio Octane Silva.
And the guy with the weird glasses?
Johnny Crypto, the best.
Johnny
legend.
Crypto.
Hey, JB, boom, 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 JB, making it happen.
Get it done. Let's run this thing.
Yes,
All right, next question, Ben.
Well
Next
directed,
question.
JB. We got through it.
Let's do.
Almost
All right.
like he directs or something.
What is the most useless or useful talent you have, Ben?
Retro.
Useful or useless? Either
Most
one.
useless talent is you guys ready for this? It's this.
Yes. Oh, I can do that.
Whoa.
I didn't know I was that useless. That's all.
That's
Wait,
not
I
useless.
think I missed
That
it.
is
Whoa,
not
Erica,
type of thing.
PG stream, Erica.
Not
PG stream.
useless.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very useless thing in certain circles.
Speaking of circles, let's move on.
All right, Elle.
Oh my goodness.
I'm good at being on the spot. Oh my lord.
I can't think of one.
I know yours, man. Come on.
I think probably.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Good
guys.
call. Thank you.
Can I? Do we have to separate you two?
Yes.
I think maybe it used to. Well, I used to think it was useless that I had like a shorthand with horses. Like I could communicate like with horses and like work within like the horse energy, and I kind of just knew what was happening with a horse, which yes sounds extremely useless. By the way, the Scottish national animal is the unicorn. I just want to put that out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for real. And then I figured out that it's actually not useless because I'm now sort of doing a side career where I'm working with horses and helping to coach people who come in and like work with the horse, and then everybody can learn how to work with horses because they're actually very healing creatures.
That never sounds like a useless. I mean, there's a whole movie about being a horse whisperer. What are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's
That's
literally
that's like super useful.
In the real world, it's like, so what do you do? Will I whisper horses? It's like, what? Are you crazy? I don't actually whisper them. Like they just.
She doesn't have to talk to them at all.
Full voice. She speaks to them in full voice.
That's magical.
It is pretty magical.
Yeah.
You guys check out her Insta feed. She's
yeah.
Some giant horses, 18 hand high,
Beautiful.
19 hand high, like some.
Yeah, when I did my course last week, it was like this massive 18-hand Percheron Belgian draft mix. They were huge, but they were so gentle and sweet and that's what I mean. Put someone in a pen with a horse of that size, and they're probably terrified, but then it just works. So, sorry, I know that's kind of a boring answer.
No, it's cool. That's why I'm asking. I want to know. Everyone's got unique stuff.
That's really fucking
Literally,
cool.
people take like a whole class in D&D to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Justine.
Handling, man.
I would say, oh, sorry, this one is for Caitlin. Thank you, Caitlin. And I have this weird thing where I have a photographic food memory, and I can tell you, like, even when I was like 6 or 7, I can tell you like exactly the description of what I ate at a certain restaurant. I went at a certain date. It's very strange. I wish I had this ability to memorize lines as well, but my food memory is so, I feel like spot on. Like sometimes my mom will say, oh yeah, what did we eat, 2 months ago at this dinner? And I'll tell, we had the chicken with the mustard sauce, with the potatoes cooked this way. It's very strange.
That is so
That's
cool.
cool.
Think
Right?
it's
It's like a combination sense memory, probably. Like has to do with that.
I want to remember every really good meal that I ate. So
Yeah.
that sounds pretty useful to me.
Do you also remember the crappy meals though? Or like, are you inundated in your brain?
That's
But mostly I eat very, very delicious food because I love to cook.
And you're an amazing cook. Yeah.
Retro's telling us to focus with his camera. He's like, focus,
Dude,
people.
I have this thing set on auto, and I swear to
Yeah.
God, it's never done this before. It's the only stream where it started bugging. Ben, what have you done? You have you had a manual focus, and as soon as you said that, I started freaking out.
No.
All right, Mela.
Ben did it.
Useless talent. I was doing disaster relief, and we only had, we caught like an abnormal amount of these plastic helmets that are disposable, but like hard hats. And we had an oven, hard hat, a fork, and then we had a bunch of supplies. And so I figured out how to make cookies and baking because I was like, these hats, if they're not used, mind you, are great mixing bowls. And so that was the beginning of my useless talent, was being able to, I guess we'll call it very basic cooking. There's a recipe in Apex Legends. It's my actual disaster relief in the field cooking recipe. So if you guys have gotten on there, that's my useless talent. I mean, people, it's not totally useless.
How did this
Not useless at all.
I
That's
feel like
good.
none of these talents are useless. I feel like everybody has a little bit of a judgy voice in their head, telling them these talents are useless.
I don't know.
Well, I don't make souffles and like flambe or anything like that, but I can bake.
But here's the thing: cookies good. Cookies good, Mela. No one's gonna turn down a good cookie.
It's true.
And if they do, they're wrong.
No, I'm just kidding. Call back.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
Oh, I can't wait, Chris. Let's go.
Yes.
I do voices. That's yeah. No talent is useless. I mean, it's something special, right? But this will be the closest thing that we're going to hear in this group to a useless talent. Before I had kids, before I had baby brain, as they like to call it, and most of your brain hemispheres are taken up by child rearing. But I used to be able to tell you virtually every Best Picture winner. Oscar Best Picture winner.
Oh, that's fun.
That's cool.
All the way through. You could throw a random year out now and go, oh yeah.
2002.
2002 was Chicago.
76.
76, Rocky.
God damn.
88.
That's crazy.
88, Rain Man.
2021.
2021. Wait, they gave an Oscar that year? Yeah, Nomadland. But yeah, it gets fuzzy near the end because once the kids come along, it's like, were they making movies then? Yeah, Ben knows, baby knows. You have a kid.
Was it a DuckTales movie? I'm pretty sure it was a DuckTales movie.
But yeah, I used to read Variety as a teenager just to read the box office receipts. And I used to read USA Today on Wednesdays to look at Nielsen ratings. So I've always had this talent for retaining trivial information that has to do with, well, mainly with show business. But, you know, like I said, as you get older, some things just get squeezed out. But yeah.
We're learning a lot, you guys. I mean, it's nice to know we can have fun without alcohol. And
but it's more fun with alcohol.
That's for private streams.
Okay.
The Legends only fans.
Right. Erica?
I don't know. I don't feel like there is any useless skill because like when you're like an actor or on the internet, it always comes up, you know. Like,
Erica's the queen of extra skill.
I'm like
mace training,
jack of all trades, master of none, and so just like I just do tend to like I think like coin dexterity stuff is like probably the one that hasn't come up as much.
Ooh.
I did something for like American Gods. I was at like the American Gods like premiere or something, making internet content, and I think Ricky Whittle, who's the lead character in that, he does like coin tricks, and so he and I are like doing coin tricks together or something.
Val Kilmer has a coin twirl or a twirl in almost every movie he does, Erica. Look at every Val Kilmer movie and he's doing a coin or a drumstick twirl or whatever. He does the twirl in almost everything.
You can have Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer's career.
I'm gonna make that my thing. I'm gonna make that my thing.
He's the new Valkyrie, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
There you go.
See?
Totally. Meant to be.
Yeah. So that might be me.
Dope.
All right.
Johnny,
Angela?
what's your useless talent?
Man.
Why are we
So
skipping?
many.
down
We
to
just
Johnny
We're going
all the
Anjali.
time?
It's Anjali's turn.
Why do we keep skipping Anjali?
It's Anjali's turn.
It's okay. Auntie doesn't need to do anything. You children, go ahead. Okay, this is neither a useless talent nor a wildly useful one, but I want to share it because I'm proud of it. Okay, can we do it? All right. I don't know if you guys can hang on. Hold for talent. We have to move furniture.
I'm so excited.
All right, can I talk about this blue wall really quickly?
Yes.
Yes, you can. You can. I love it very much.
It's beautiful.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh no. Are you gonna? Oh no!
Oh!
Oh! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Jesus!
Too many times.
Too many times.
many?
We do front to back. We do front to back.
Oh, don't overdo it. Don't stop while you're ahead. Stop.
So here is why this is useful. Because when I was in high school, we did this triage training for emergencies where all the teachers had to do training to like triage their students if there was a terrible thing that happened, like an earthquake happened, and drama kids were playing the patients. And so I got to pretend I was pinned under a piece of like furniture with my arm in a very disgusting position. And that was when that was useful. It's also useful to entertain friends and family. It is not useful when you are on the high school swim team and swimming butterfly and your shoulder pops out and you start swimming in circles. And you start swimming in circles because only one arm is going. That is when it is not useful. But it is great for comedy.
Also, good luck to any cop who tries to arrest her.
It's very useful. It is. I admit it's very useful with handcuffs. I don't really want to explain why I know that.
I would like you to explain why you know that.
It wasn't from being arrested.
Oh, that's for our conversation later, Mama.
All right, everybody
join our stream for the full details on that. It's on Auntie and Handcuffs.
Sexy.
All right, Allegra.
See, I'm not good at anything, so I don't know.
Oh my God, the voices.
We just had this conversation.
No, but we can't. I know, but like I don't know. Like the only thing I can think of is like my very strong opinions about it. See, but that's just my education.
Arguing online is
You are exceptionally good at online debate.
It's not even that. Like this is literally my education. Like my background in like Italian literature and whatnot. So I have a lot of very strong opinions about Dante's Inferno. And Petrarch's Canzoniere and whatnot. I also do a lot of paint by numbers. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm not fucking good at anything. So I'm just kind of sitting here like,
You're good at many things, and I think that's all that matters.
On a family-friendly Saturday.
Oh God. I don't know. I'm a stubborn bitch. That's my skill. I don't know.
I think that counts.
It doesn't count. That's a terrible special skill. You guys are all like triple jointed and have like eidetic memory and shit. And you're like,
I feel like being a because I feel like being a stubborn bitch is, and also that name for it is maybe derogative, but what it means when you are describing what you are, I think it is a very, very useful thing because you are tenacious, you are strong in your beliefs, you are outspoken, and you're always fighting for the little guy.
See, now we're just trying to make me feel better.
I don't just try to make people feel better. I'm too much of an asshole for that.
The thing is, like what I do legitimately, a lot of my random special skills, I feel like end up translating into work so much that it doesn't feel like like something that's useful. Like I have a whistle register, but that's something I can use for work. You know, I do dolphin cries, but that's something I can use for work. So I
want to hear a dolphin cry.
Yeah, we're ready.
Just should step away from the mic.
She has to fix her hair for it though.
Whoa.
Yes.
I love it.
That's got to double as a good house alarm,
By the way,
right?
Allegra does about the best AI voice.
God.
Yeah.
It's astonishing.
I should read something out loud. God, what the fuck is this? This fakey thing that I got. Hold on. This is some junk mail I got a while
This
ago.
is Siri. You're doing Siri, right?
Yeah. We have important information regarding your mortgage loan and a new monthly payment option of $2,771. It is important you call our loan department for toll-free at 1-888-424-2259.
That is fantastic.
Oh my God, you guys! What just happened?
Wow.
That is
Are you
fantastic.
the person who called about my car's extended warranty? Because I swear to God, it's like the exact same.
God, I want every casting director in the world to have watched that right now.
Yes.
I do occasionally. I actually was the voice of Siri on a television series for 2 episodes. Yeah, it was
Give me
The
trauma.
Ranch on Netflix. They wanted someone to just be the voice of Siri, but Siri as an asshole. So there were like random things that I actually did Siri voice and talking and like doing some things. It's like, would you like to make a voice memo? like, you know, reading back right now, like things like that. And then it was like character stuff where it's just like, you don't actually know what you're doing. You are a disaster of a human being, and you're terrible to your wife and friends.
Oh my God.
Fuck
Can
you.
I? I'm
Don't you know
so
that
giving
you
you
don't
a.
have your life forever, have your life together. Yeah.
I'm so calling you after this and having you record some shit for me.
See, that's the thing. It's a work skill, so I'm like, it doesn't count as a special, like as a useless
Yes,
skill.
it does. It's the
No,
best
but
skill
that's the
ever.
thing. It's not a useless skill because I've literally been paid.
Well, he said useless or most useful. So
Oh, okay. Well, then
that's
that's useful. Yeah, I guess I'll call that one.
We
a
all
useful.
could have been doing useful skills. Like,
We could have been doing useful skills this entire time. I don't know. I'm a
because
trained-
we're actors. Everything has some use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
JB
yeah, until I actually started working on it, it actually started because I was playing Portal, and I knew that Ellen McLean, they did a voice filter over her, but I kept listening to her and being like, is it possible to actually do that without the voice filter? And what I realized is that if I approach it musically, it's really easy. It's a music thing, because if you think of every sound as a series of different pitches being strung together in a certain way, like that's what made it easy for me to get into it. So
Why are you wasting your time as Blood Thunder? I'm just
because someone has to yell non-binary rights, and that's why.
JB,
your turn.
Useful skill. I think my most useful talent has been being able to do dialects. Useless.
This
is I can-
motherfucker's so good at dialects.
Useless
Oh my
is that I can move one eye at a time.
Proof?
God. What?
That's right.
Prove
lean
it.
in, JB.
Yeah.
You and Anjali need to be on a show together.
Totally, dude. Just focus.
shit
Look
like
in my
that.
good eye. Look in my good eye. Stop.
Yes,
Stop it.
look at my good eye. No, not that one. The other one.
No, my good eye.
All right.
Oh, I've got this person has been asking for this for a long time, so I'm going to send this out.
Okay, sorry.
You kill me, you're better. I kill you, I'm better.
Nice.
First thing JB directed me on was it was in World of Warcraft. And it was Russian. We were doing Russian dialects, and like this motherfucker here, like jumping between a bunch of dialects. Et monsieur francophone aussi, donc you know. I feel like, and by the way, this is kind of a note for literally so many people here. Speaking other languages is something that's like, it's a useful skill just in life, but it's extra useful in voiceover, because if you're actually fluent in another language, you'll get hired for that, and that's like, congratulations.
Yeah, I get hired for not being able to speak the language. I've had to play a Russian and do scenes in Russian. I don't speak any Russian. I played a Mexican doctor on Breaking Bad. I don't speak any Spanish, and they keep giving me loads of Spanish. I've had to speak. I think I had to speak Hindi for something once, and so yeah, I get hired for not having any skills.
You get hired for being really good at learning things fast. That's what you get hired for. There you
I've
go.
had to professionally speak Spanish twice, which is great, because every time I have to speak Spanish, I sound like an Italian person speaking Spanish, because that's literally what it sounds like.
Nick and Johnny or Nani.
Yeah, Nani.
Nani.
Team Nani. Team Nini.
Very good.
Nini.
Go on.
Nick.
Oh, it's us?
Nick?
Yeah, you guys.
When I was in high school, I worked at a TV and VCR repair shop. So I used to fix VCRs, and that's absolutely worthless. So,
You definitely win the most useless skill now. You win the most useless because now that is useless.
Any of you guys out there that's got a VCR that needs fixing, I charge a lot nowadays because they're rare.
Coming back around. There's a hipster out there right now. It's like, Nick about fixing my
Yes,
VCR.
it's like, ooh, it's like.
Yeah, I used to fix tube TVs too back in those days. So it's absolutely worthless. It truly is worthless, guys. So I beat you, Chris.
Damn.
Thank you.
All right, Johnny, last one.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I really don't know. The only thing that
You can build amazing furniture out of cinder blocks.
there you go. There you go. That's the most useful skill. It's the subtle art of of a classic guy of I don't know
Industrial furniture.
There you go. I don't know, man. I mean, I honestly, the only thing I could think of, well, besides that, is I just genuinely don't remember stuff. Like it's, when people on my stream like ask, like,
I don't know if that counts as
That's a special skill.
That's actually really that is a special
it's
skill. Trust
skill.
me.
It's a useless skill.
It's actually a very
Useful
useful
special
skill because then you don't remember when things piss you off.
like
And then
That
you
too.
also
Oh, that sounds
Plenty of things.
great.
But
Plenty of
like
things I would love to forget right now.
I can't
would,
leak
Oh,
stuff.
I would love to forget shit right now.
I can't leak stuff, but like people on my stream ask me, and I'm like, and then like when the new season comes out, I'm like, oh shit, did I record that? I was like, I don't remember that. Like I don't remember a lot of stuff.
That does happen. It's like 500 lines, and you're like,
Yeah, I feel like that happens to all of us. We record so far in advance that it's so impossible to remember everything we say.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that's such an incredible segue to start asking you guys, what's your favorite voice line from Apex?
Oh no. I can't do it. It's like picking your favorite child.
The answer is all of our favorite lines is Mozambique here. That's it.
Yep.
There we go. All right, everybody
Answer.
says Mozambique here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Mozambique. Yeah.
All right,
You're welcome.
Ben, you go
Look at
first.
that, JB. We answered a question so quickly.
We did it 10 seconds.
Yes, we
that
nailed
was
that
for
shit.
you. That was for you, JB.
it was.
My favorite one is, and people have been asking for this on chat. I see, which is hands off. That's a prezi for Fusey.
That's my favorite one. That one's so much. My friend and I call presents prezzies now.
Prezzies. Prezzies is such an Aussie thing. Like at Chrissy, like everything's like I eat at the end of it. But at Chrissy time, you give some prezzies to your family, mate.
I love
That's what you
prezzies.
do. Bring the prezzies. I got you a prezzie, Erica. Here it is. Here's your bloody prezzie, Erica.
Yay! This is the best day ever.
Keep talking.
All right, Elle?
I get because I do a lot of cameos, and for some reason I get asked a lot to say safety first, dearies, and then of course utter mayhem.
Yeah.
Justine?
I'm currently at the top of my game. Get it? I love the Watson dad jokes.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I love them.
Awesome.
Mela?
Definitely Mozambique here. Pass me that sugar, or last one down on a boom boom. Those are my faves for sure, and I get asked to do them a lot. But pass me that sugar is something that I grew up with. Like that. That's a phrase that it's like, so it's warm to me. I love that. A little bit of brown sugar for sure.
Chris?
The one I use in my cameos the most is, who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am. And then you fill in anyone else's name you want. It's universal. But honestly, the one that's probably the most cathartic is, piss off, Scablander.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. All right, Erica?
Oh, is it Anjali? Okay. Mine is definitely, I like my women like I like my sake. Cool, unfiltered, and on somebody else's tab.
Yeah. Also, she has great taste in sake, and we can confirm this in real life and in game. So I second that motion.
Anjali gives me weapons, and I give her sake, and that was
Yeah, we have a friendship of convenience that way.
Mutual understanding.
Yes, exactly. Priorities.
All right, Anjali?
It's so hard to pick one. I think at the moment it's, I hate to see you upset, but I'm just so bloody happy.
Yes.
Allegra?
It's so simple, but one of my favorite lines is just, "All Father, give me sight." Like it hits. It just hits. I remember I Googled All Father to like a day after the game came out, and it auto-filled with "All Father, give me sight." And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Yes. So yeah, that's my favorite one.
JB?
Oh man, I'm really lucky. I just get written some great shit. I really get written great stuff. I like things like science is unapologetic, as am I.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites is death stalks the ignorant. Intelligence will guide us to survival.
You get some
Things like that.
juicy asshole
Yeah.
lines. It's great.
That's fun.
Oh God, I just said
Really good
juicy asshole. I'm sorry.
All right, clip
I'm
it.
sorry.
I think I'm gonna put that at the beginning of the
sorry.
video.
I'm not
Just
sorry
Allegra
at
saying
all.
juicy asshole. I think that's a
I
good
think that's
start.
going to have to happen. I mean, it seems on brand for us.
I've got friends with kids who are watching. Please.
Sorry, not sorry.
Well, that's
Also,
11.
yes, I'm the person who's cursing the most because I'm a sailor in real life. Not really, but like, aren't
That's
I?
a useful skill.
Just very spicy language.
Yeah.
All right,
Nick,
Nick.
how about you?
The one that I get sent the most, that I think represents Octane the most, is by the time you see me coming, I'll be going and you'll be gone. That's probably like the most.
Yes.
But then I also like, death keeps chasing me, but I keep him in my rear view. Those are like my
So
two.
speedy.
Yes.
JB reminded me of that when he said something about death. But
Hey, Nick,
yeah,
what's
the
the
fans are
Casa
good,
de
good
Octane
about
one?
reminding you of what kind of you'll see the trending ones that they most request, and thanks to that, I actually can remember some of the shit I said.
Yeah.
The Casa de Octane one, Nick. What's that one? That's my
What's-
fave. Casa de
that?
Octane. The Casa de Octane one.
Oh yeah, come by Casa de Octane for a cold one or something. Is that it?
Oh my
Come by
God.
Casa de
yeah.
Octane for a cold one. Yeah. Yeah. They've paired Octane up with Corona beer somehow. I don't know.
I feel like Octane's a tequila guy, no?
I would think so. I'm more of a tequila
I would think
guy
he
for
would be a
sure.
tequila guy, like a high-end tequila.
Me and Johnny have, we put away some tequila.
Oh, you think Auntie can't drink you under the
That's why
table?
they
Okay,
were
fine.
late and wearing sunglasses.
They
I
party
just-
guys.
I just wish I could be as manly as you guys.
All right, Johnny.
Oh boy.
Johnny.
I'm sorry I reminded everyone that they were I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You got to do a line with the glasses on, Johnny. It's only
Okay,
it's
okay,
only
there
natural.
We go, there we go. The one. So okay, I love Breaking Bad. And I remember seeing a. Just gonna get to it, but like you know how Aaron Paul used to say people used to, call lines at him when he was
Magnets, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Gatorade me, bitch, and like like things like that. And I guess I had that moment because like everyone wants me to call them an idiot. So like,
Takes one to know one, buddy.
So yeah, I mean, they usually I get the most I get is don't be an idiot. But then my favorite one is probably technology achieves what gods only dream to be. That's probably my favorite one.
Guys, I'm sitting next to crypto.
Sorry.
I just heard that shit.
Woo! Forever.
Hype train, baby.
Damn. It's crazy when you hear it in person, right? It's a little bit crazier.
All the bromance is really nice.
God.
Right here.
I ship it.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Well, it's
so
like they don't even have to buy two outfits. Like
Yeah,
the
get the
whole wardrobe can be
full
shared.
thing.
It's interesting.
True. We've been streaming for almost an hour 20. Do you guys have more time to stay, or does anybody have to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hang up to Michael is a bit more retro. If you want to
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you might
Unless
want
you
to
want
wrangle
us to
that.
just freeform because we can.
We'll
Because
do-
God knows it'll happen.
Next, well, the next question I
boy.
got is
Okay.
it's kind of an interesting one, so it'll kind of I guess we'll see. Do you guys have any, or what's the most paranormal or weird event that's happened in your life? Because everybody has a story about either a ghost sighting or a UFO or just something weird that you don't know why or how it happened.
That's an interesting
So
question.
we'll start with Ben.
Retro with the interesting
I get to go
questions.
Of
first.
course.
I get to play with my improv skills. 'cause you
Ben,
dropped the
this was
question
me
on
last
and I
time. Don't
freaked
worry about it.
Okay.
This was me
Um,
last time. Don't worry.
There's a thing that haunts me, and I still dream about this kind of nightmare. This is going to be creepy as.
So
but,
dramatic.
like, when I was like 7 or 8, and I have a younger sister. She's 6 years younger than me, and I woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning or something, and it was dark, but she was standing in front of me, and she was like an old woman, and she was in a flowy dress, and then I went back to sleep, and I woke up and she was gone like straight away. So it's kind of like a half nightmare, half dream thing. But I swear to God, it was my sister as like a 90-year-old. And I still to this day dream regularly that I walk into like an old house and I go, I'm going to see her again. And this like woman just goes, like comes straight.
no.
Haunting of Hill House.
I don't know what
Or like the others. Was that movie with Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, there's this game Phasmophobia, if you know.
Yes!
Oh yeah, fuck that game.
Johnny!
Johnny
Johnny and Chris.
That game is literally my dream every
Yeah,
other
dude,
week.
I played that with Johnny and Chris a couple months ago, and we locked Johnny in the basement. It was one of the best moments ever.
Fucking the stupidest thing
Wait,
ever.
you get revenge because when I played with Ashley Reed and Chris and Johnny kept like running away and getting us killed repeatedly.
Yeah, fuck that game.
But I don't have any
That's
UFO
just the
stories.
devil.
That's my creepy but
you're
it still happens.
weird
It still happens,
parano.
and I don't know what it means. So if
Where'd
anyone
you
knows
go,
what it means,
Erica?
let me know.
What happened? Where'd she go?
She vanished.
Oh, she's coming. She probably just had to use a loo or something. Well, it's not be bad.
Yeah, she got time. All right, Elle.
Hello, Hangar 18. Carry on.
So I did this movie a few years ago, and we did it at this place. It's called the London Hospital. It's in Los Angeles.
Elle, I'm having a little bit of trouble.
You're a little
Yeah,
low,
I
Elle.
think
There's
we
the
lost you.
It's like
Oh,
Kinda
hang
weird.
on. You know what? Someone else go. My dog's barking, and I think like the thing is kicking in where it's.
Oh,
moving.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Justine.
giving a gate.
I'll go after Justine.
I'll be back in 1 second. Sorry, guys.
All right.
No problem. So it was very interesting. My maternal grandmother passed away when I was a kid, when I was about 11 years old. And a few years ago, my mom and I were sitting at the dinner table with a friend, and she was talking about her mom. And all of a sudden, the light on the dining room table started shaking, and we thought, that's probably my grandma. It was so interesting, and it started shaking, and then when she stopped talking about her, it stopped shaking. It was great. Yeah. It was very exciting, and who knows if that was my grandma, but it was just a nice sign to say hi.
Yeah. Aw,
Sweet.
I like that.
All right, Mela.
April 14th, 2014, I flatlined. And I was in a car accident, and I was spinning in the gray. And it's like when you've had an NDE, you don't really know it's happening when it's happening. And but I was in the gray, and I was spinning and spinning and spinning, and then I wasn't, and I was just floating in the gray. And I didn't feel any pain. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't worried about anything. I don't know how long I was there. And then this voice leaned in and whispered to me, and it wasn't judgmental or alarming at all, but it just said, so it was really quiet, and you just heard, if you don't breathe, you'll die.
Oh shit.
Fuck! I love that.
And I was like, oh shoot, I have an incredible life. I just got this incredible voiceover job, and it was like all these things were happening, and I took this deep breath, and I've never felt as much pain in my entire life.
Wow.
And I woke up, and there was a firefighter next to me named Mike, and he's like, your lungs aren't punctured. We're cutting you out of the car. Just look at me, and we're helping you.
Wow.
And I didn't think about it, but I was just like, I don't know who it was, but it was real calm. It was a choice. If you don't breathe, you'll die. And I was like, oh, okay. And this is the life that came. I'm super glad I stuck around for this legendary hangout. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. And then to be called Lifeline.
Yeah.
Right on.
It all came full
Right
circle.
By the way, everybody, like she really, literally is like the real life Lifeline. She always takes. She's the mama bear. Always takes care of us.
Oh,
always
mama bear.
Always makes sure that we're okay.
Oh.
For real.
Thank you.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, ghost story. I grew up in Savannah, Georgia, which is one of the older cities in this country, which
Pretty haunted.
means in other
Savannah's
countries
pretty haunted.
it's like 2 weeks old. I mean, everybody thinks stuff in America is old, and it isn't. But there are tons of ghost stories around Savannah, and you always kind of figure, well, that's just somebody else with a ghost story. But one night, maybe 25 years ago, I was over at my brother and his wife's house, and they had a fairly young child, an infant, and they had a baby monitor in the room. And it was just audio, because this was before they had video baby monitors. And as we're hanging out in the family room, we hear on the baby monitor what sounds like drawers being open and closed.
Fuck's that?
Sorry. I love it, Johnny Ghost. So, and I said, what's going on in there? You know, because the baby was not old enough to get up and get out of the crib, and there was no one else in the room. The door was shut, the light was out, and we hear drawers just like that. And I said, what is that noise? And my brother and his wife just matter-of-factly said, that's the ghost. I said, what do you mean the ghost? They said, well, the man who owned this house before us died in the bathroom of that bedroom that the baby sleeps in. And occasionally it just gets up and opens and closes drawers. We hear the noise. And I thought, you guys are fucking with me. But
look at Johnny's face.
Johnny's not having it.
Nope.
Johnny, a little more fiber in your diet, mate.
Yeah.
You know what? You'll find out when you die. So yeah, that was interesting.
Wow.
Wow.
What can I say?
Fuck that, man.
Who's next, Retro?
Erica.
Wait, we should double back to Elle because Elle.
Oh yeah, Elle's back. Elle,
Hey!
is your mic working? Are we good?
My bike?
No, your
mic.
Oh, sorry.
I heard bike as well.
Is your bicycle working?
Yeah, no, it's like Zoom has this built-in thing that you can put on if there's ambient noise.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. My dog was barking, and I think it just cut off the
Dog in background.
Dog in background now.
There it
Now
is,
your
the
doggy.
pulse
Now your
rate.
doggy has just decided to pull focus with its beautiful face instead of its voice.
I know. She's a so my ghost, I have a lot, obviously coming from Scotland. I actually do have a ton, but the most recent one, which actually happened in LA, that's why I think it's happened here. So we were doing this movie at this place called Linda Vista Hospital, which is in downtown LA. And there's if you want to Google this place, it has a very checkered history. There's a lot of ghost hunters go there. Anyway, I won't go into that part because it's like you can find this stuff out, but it's super, super creepy. And so we were doing the part that we were filming in was the old mental hospital. They have different like wards, and we were up on like the third. So anyway, sorry, jump cut to. I'm talking to the caretaker, and I said it was like midnight. And I was like, where's the most haunted part of this hospital? And he kind of looked at me and he's like, God. He's like, all right, if you want to go, he's like, it's the second floor. And so we went, all right. So me and this PA, we went up and there's no electricity there. You have to like, there's generators, but it's pitch black. So we're going up the stairs, you know, and we're arm in arm and we bust open. It's like those big ward doors, you know, the doors that open like that. And so we're like, woo, going in, like acting like total assholes.
God, those are the people that get killed in the horror movie. Those are the people that get killed in the horror movie.
Well, clearly she's alive, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
Is she?
I might be a ghost.
Yeah, you guys have seen all the Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor.
Pathway. Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I'm
Sorry, Elle. So go Elle.
Stories.
So as we're walking in, you know, we're acting the goat, as we say in Scotland. So we're acting the goat, acting all silly. And so all of a sudden, the energy, the room, the like this, it was like the air got sucked out of the room, and there was this really weird smell. I'll never forget this. It was like, I was like, what the fuck is that? It was like really bad. And it got really hot all of a sudden, like the temperature changed, and then it got really cold. And then we were like halfway through, and all we had was like little flashlights, and it's pitch black, but it stank. It was really horrible. And I swear to God, this happened. Nope. We were walking, and like we stopped dead, and I didn't see anything, but I heard it just went, and this is gonna blow out your mic. It went, and it was like it was like this noise and this energy coming towards me. And I literally did the cartoon doodly legs, you know, the doodly 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 doodly. The legs were going like this. And the girl I was with, she shoved me into it. Like,
oh no! Fuck that bitch!
Oh my God!
Fuck that bitch!
And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
legging. She runs out, and then I can't even believe she did this. She ran out. She opened the doors, got behind them, and then leaned on them. So I was like,
Johnny playing Phasmophobia! That is Johnny playing Phasmophobia right there.
He sacrificed you.
He did, and it was like literally all I remember is the cartoon doodly legs, the doodly doodly doodly. You know when they spin really fast. Yeah. That was me like trying to turn, and she shoved me and then blocked me in the door. And it was like we were screaming at the top of our lungs. We came running down the stairs, and the caretaker just goes, told you guys, like that. Like,
Oh my god.
I want to know what your relationship was with that chick after that.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever like. She was very, very.
Yeah.
Lovely. She was a PE, but I think after that we just like, you know, we parted ways.
Yeah, you think? I'd be like, I got.
Oh Jesus.
Be like,
Yeah,
it's fucking on.
really, it was very intense, and like after and just another place if you ever visit LA, and I actually caught it on camera, is the Queen Mary. You can do a ghost tour on the Queen Mary, the ship, and I have a phasma activity on camera. It's really crazy, and I was like communicating with there's a ghost called John. And I was doing this, the guy gave me dowsing rods and we were like communicating with it. It's straight up is like, it's a real thing. So
I want to see it next time
I want to do things like that. You guys are so cool.
Why do you do that? Why do you guys do that? Do you guys like hate life? Like what why do you guys do that?
We love it. We don't know. Like I'm a really big fan or a really big, like, I'm super curious about things we don't know, like UFOs and ghosts and, you know, just EVPs, electronic voice.
Yeah.
I would argue, not to basically paraphrase, you know, Bloodhound over here, but it's sort of skirting and being able to see those moments of death and seeing the way that death and life intersect, if anything, is like, it sort of reinforces how alive we are.
But you know
what is it? The place between life and death is where I feel.
You know, when they asked Stanley Kubrick about The Shining, which is one of the greatest horror films of all time, they said, Stanley, this movie it's so depressing. He goes, I think this movie is very optimistic. I said, he goes, it's ghosts. That means there might be something after you die.
Ghosts only prove life after death, technically. So it's like that's
life
awesome.
before it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ghosts are rarely.
Yeah, Johnny's gonna host a paranormal show called "Fuck That Man."
Yeah. But the entire show is going to be Johnny walking into a room and being like, nope, I'm out, and running out. End of episode.
I think that's an excellent idea. I feel like I would watch that show.
I don't think anyone could pay me enough money. I don't think seriously.
This episode, Johnny makes it to the door.
Like that, man.
Like the whole show is the backstory of the building, and he's walking up, and we're like on minute 29 of the 30-minute show, and he's like, so we're going in. Fuck that man.
The end. Erica?
Yes. I am a person of science and a skeptic, and I really don't believe in, you know, life after death, and like I'm willing to be proven wrong because, you know, that's how the empirical method works, but like I don't know. I actually have not, you know, had anything unexplained happen to me, because I'm that person in the movie that's like, I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this, because like, I mean, I found out, it blew my mind when I found out that we always think of ghosts as being Victorian because that's when they started having gas lamps, you know, like, or they'd have like carbon monoxide leaks in the Victorian era, and so they'd like hallucinate all these things, and they were like literally being gaslit into thinking that there were ghosts. So I don't know. I'm a skeptic, but that being said, I have zero sense of self-preservation. So I have like walked around in graveyards at night, you know, or like snuck behind, I think like after hours at like the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, or like this one in Santa Monica. I've like explored, you know, former, you know, mental institutions or whatever, and like snuck away on the Queen Mary.
Johnny is so disturbed. We've really disturbed young Johnny.
It's so weird because I am so terrified. I can't watch scary movies. I used to have a horror game show where like I'd play horror games and just like scream. But in real life, I just have zero, like, there's the voice in my head that tells me do not do, doesn't exist.
So the one, you would be the person that dies in a horror movie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like I see like a weird, like a hole in the side of an old house or something. I'm like, I bet there's something cool down there. Maybe it's a body. And you know, it's just, so anytime, like Johnny and I need to host that show together.
No, we don't.
Because you've got the one. You know what this is? This is just this. It's BuzzFeed Unsolved. Yeah. This is just BuzzFeed Unsolved.
I just don't know. I don't know if you'd have enough budget for the amount of underpants that he would go through.
I would literally need to wear a diaper.
I'm like you, Eric. I'm very, very Socratic in my thinking, very reasoned. oriented, but I read that a lot of times people think they see a ghost or sense something because they're around machinery that emits a certain vibration at a certain pitch, that it affects a part of your brain that is hardwired evolutionarily, psychologically, evolutionarily speaking, to detect danger. Like the growl of a saber-toothed tiger is almost on the same frequency as what some like HVAC equipment emits or some basement equipment emits, and people.
Chris, you need to update your Mac, dude.
Yeah.
No,
But that's a literal ghost in the machine.
Yeah, it
doesn't make it any less
Get
real.
some water real quick.
Evolutionary trait that people have to avoid danger, and so a lot of times people think, "Oh my God, something was in the room with me," and no, you were near an old piece of equipment that was. And
Just like Elle in that prison when they had zero electricity, that was for sure what it was. Air conditioning unit.
Yeah.
Hospital, there was nothing there.
I know.
That
Oh my
hospital, I'm telling you, that place is deserted and like, no, that happened. You know,
There's an explanation for everything, but sometimes maybe that explanation is
Ghosts.
It's ghosts.
I'm willing to be proven wrong for sure.
I've got a good one.
Really, what about you?
Yes, JB.
JB.
Yes, JB.
So, God, about over 10 years ago, I'm at a friend's house. One of my best friends, he's a kind of amateur painter and paints portraits of people and stuff, and is really good. And it was very, very late night, and he had a brother who'd kind of gone off the wall, he'd sort of slipped off the radar. And there's sort of various paintings. He's a designer, so there's various paintings all over the wall, and there's one of his brother up above the little bar cart. And we were talking about this brother who'd had errant ways and got himself into trouble, and I sort of said, "So have we heard anything from him?" He said, "To be honest, I don't even know if he's dead or alive." And the picture jumped off the wall. I'm a big cynic, and I don't believe in this stuff. This picture didn't just fall off the wall; it jumped over the bar cart and smashed right behind the bar cart, like over the bar cart. And we were nowhere near it, neither of us.
Wow.
Wheeled round, and there was a smashed picture on the floor. So I don't know. My jury is still firmly out, but something went down.
On the next episode of Fuck That Man, JB.
Fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, it jumped off the
promo
portrait
guy
of
right
his
there.
brother.
Your show,
Little
Chris.
portrait
You're
of his
hired,
brother.
Chris, for his
literally
promos.
Jumped off the wall.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Nick.
Yeah, guys,
Whenever-
I just recently saw something very real.
At Johnny's house?
What's that?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Baby.
No, I was hiking in the Inland Empire in a town called Norco just maybe 5 months ago, and my girlfriend and I are parking at the bottom of this mountain that we're going to go walk up. I look over. We're already at elevation. We're already probably about 1,000 feet, and then it's going to be like another maybe couple thousand feet up this hike. Anyway, I'm parking the car, and I just look out my window to the right, or to the left, and not even a quarter mile in the sky, maybe like 3,000 feet up, is a big fucking silver disc, and it's just still. It's just still. And I say to my girlfriend, I'm like, "Do you look at that? What is that?" And she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And it's just hovering. And then in about 6 seconds, it shoots like a fucking bullet out of a gun. Like a bullet out of a gun. And she's like, where did it go? I was like, that thing just left so fast. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, UFO.
So, have you guys seen the documentary that came out last year, The Phenomenon?
I did.
Phenomenon.
We're going to get a big report in a month, you guys.
Oh my God, the big report is coming out, but everybody go watch The Phenomenon because, Nick, if you haven't seen it, it is exactly what you're talking about.
This thing was the size of,
Netflix.
I live near an airport, and this thing was the size, like, let's just put it this way. Like, if you're looking in the sky and you could see that that's a Southwest plane because you could see the colors and the logo and everything else. That's how I could see this thing. And I could see the reflective pure silver. I could see that it was probably the size of an airplane, of a legit 747. And that thing just sat there. And then just shot.
Cell phone camera?
Apex Legends fans
I didn't
everywhere.
even think about now I understand why people aren't capturing things. Because when you're in that moment of 8 seconds, I'm not even thinking about grabbing my phone. I'm just watching what's going on.
when
I'm telling you
Of course, I
that
was
that
like,
report is
"Man, that
coming
would've been
out.
smart to just like, but
Yes.
I saw it, man.
Yeah.
And I saw it with her, and we both were just like, it's a very melancholy feeling afterwards. You're like processing it a little bit, but you're going, yeah, I know that's what happened, but man, that's just not normal. That's just not possible. That's just
And
not.
Nick,
But it
was there or
is.
wasn't there an air conditioning unit next to you at the time?
You're an out.
I've
It
just
was
got
a
a,
really foggy day, and it was rainy, and it was,
I've got
I
a
mean, it
quick
could have
little
been.
side. I've got a quick little side story. My daughter just texted me. She goes, "Dad, on your stream was background blur on?" And I went, "Yes." She goes, "Oh, thank goodness. So thousands of people didn't see my panties."
and
Yay,
Welcome to my life.
what a great
Oh
dad
my
you
God.
are,
Oh
sharing
my
that
God.
with everyone.
Yeah.
She's gonna love you so much. You're gonna get so much love for that moment now. Good job, Dad. Daddy, happy pre-Father's Day.
Yes, I'm getting arsenic for Father's Day.
Yes, you
So
are.
I have one. So when I was 14 years old, I've had like a couple different like just seeing things. My mom is more sensitive than I am, so she's seen a lot more. But when I was 14 years old, we have a friend who is a psychic, and I hadn't seen her in some time, but I was at dinner with her and my mom. And, we were just talking, and I was just like, oh, and like my friend Claire. And Roberta goes like, oh, the one who's blind. And my mom is like, what are you talking about, Roberta? And I was like, yes, because what I hadn't told my mom is that my friend Claire is legally blind. And I found this out because she had like slept over at my house one day, but she only had her contacts with her and didn't have her glasses. And thankfully she only lived like 2 blocks from me. But what we ended up having to do was we put her contacts in like just a kitchen cup and filled it with water. And I walked her back to her place because she wouldn't have been able to walk herself home without walking dead ass into the street and getting hit by a car because she was legally blind. So my mom did not know this. And I looked at my mom and I was like, no, Claire's legally blind. I've had to walk her home before. So it's like, how would, I believe in it. I believe that there's just shit we can't explain, and that's fine. I take comfort in the things that can't be explained, because if everything fits too much into a box, then where's the chaos?
We're in a simulation for sure then.
Yeah. Wow.
Or, Johnny, do you have?
By the way,
any,
you guys, the phenomenon
paranormal?
is on Amazon Prime. I got it wrong.
Amazon
It's
Prime.
not on Netflix. It's on Amazon
What an
Prime.
incredible documentary that is. Incredible.
It's so good, you guys.
Best one yet on that topic. Best one.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right, I gotta go after Johnny's story.
Yeah,
All right.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Wait, yeah, Johnny. I mean,
Johnny?
you able avoid ghosts for the life of you, but surely you have some sort of traumatic.
Why is that, Johnny?
I do. So when I was at my old place, I would. Okay, so there's a couple things that happened at this.
I was so distorted too, so that was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I remember doing this play back when I was like a student at Strasbourg, and we're doing
When I was a student at Strasbourg.
You wear a turtleneck too, Johnny?
Oh my God, it's like
theater. But I was I was researching. So we're doing Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I wanted to, like when you get into character, I was just trying things out to figure out like what a vampire would be like. I didn't want to be cheesy, so what I would do is like, okay, they have heightened sense of smell and sight and strength. So I couldn't be, so what I did was I would like put my face onto like fucking different, like the floor, and feel different temperatures and shit like that. And I did crazy shit. And then I didn't leave the house for a week, and it's because I didn't want to see sunlight. And then before I did that, I rented.
You're so fucking method. What the
Strasbourg
hell?
was method. Yeah. At the time, and then so I borrowed a bunch of books on Vlad the Impaler, and I read all of his shit. And every night, like, I would hear like walking in my living room, and it freaked me the fuck out. And and then like and then like I would hear more every night as the nights went on, more walking. And then I fucking looked underneath the door and I would see shadows. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. And I started freaking out, and I told the director, and he's like, dude, don't mess with that crazy shit. That shit's real. And I was like, so I stopped reading. But then fast forward a few weeks later, do you guys know what scissor lock is? Like when you guys are, okay, so it's when you're, it usually happens when
Sounds
you're.
like a sex thing, but go on.
Yeah.
Johnny's
Oh no! No! Oh my God,
Sorry,
you guys!
Do I?
Look, I'm sapphic. I had to.
Oh boy, it turned into a whole different ghost story.
Sorry, Retro.
YouTube ban.
He's like, black the screen, black the screen.
But scissor lock is when you're extremely exhausted and you're and like, there's this again a scientific explanation, but like it's when you're I don't know if you guys have ever been through this, but it's like when you're so exhausted and you're at a half, they say you're at a half dream state, half awake state, but you can't you're awake but you can't move your body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so
sleep paralysis.
So yeah, sleep paralysis. Sorry, sorry. In Korean, the translation scissor lock. Fucking my brain's yeah. Anyway, so what they say is like a demon is sitting on you. There's like some cultures, but
yeah.
So I got it, and I could not move, and I was trying to break out of it because I was getting freaked out. And I remember lying down, and I looked at the corner of the room, and I was usually I break out of it, but I couldn't this time. And my eyes were wide open, and in the corner of my room, I saw a white hooded figure, and I couldn't see its face because the hood was like this, and it was right in the corner of my room. It fucking floated towards me, and it floated towards me. It looked at me. There was no face.
Fuck that.
It was black. And
Chills,
white
baby.
hood. And then I looked at it, and I was scared shitless, and I said, "You can kill me, but you won't take my fucking soul." And then it just stared at me, and then it went away. And then I tried to look it up, and I can't find it. What the fuck it was? Like what kind of ghost it was?
Right.
I know what it was. It was the ghost of Konstantin Stanislavski.
I was gonna say ghost of the KKK.
Scene.
Not method, not method.
Yeah.
Stream because he couldn't open his email.
Huh?
Johnny is so method that Crypto was late for the stream because he couldn't open his email.
This actually did happen. Guys, I'm sorry. We are late because never mind. But yeah, it was because of me.
Yeah.
But yes.
I have to bug out.
All right, Chris.
Pleasure sharing a screen with all of you lovely and you lovely people on the stream.
Did we get a photo?
Yeah, we should
let's all get a photo.
Yeah.
Before everybody goes. All right.
Okay.
On three. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got it. We did
I
it.
didn't get the Apex in there. I'm a bad person. I meant to do that.
Maybe we
Oh,
want to
my
do
Apex
that.
merch?
Do one more.
Your stuff?
Okay, one more, guys. One more.
I got a Nessie back here somewhere. Yeah.
There
Okay.
we go.
I don't. I wish I had a Nessie.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. All right. We got it.
Right.
I'm
So-
doing my live signing at 2 p.m. if you guys want to head over to my YouTube. But otherwise, JB and Elle are doing their live signing on Instagram. And as I've said, if your pockets aren't deep enough, then
Chris, stop with that shit.
Yeah, stop it.
Chris, stop with that shit, please.
No, I'm rich.
Have a good day. Bye.
We're not supposed to avoid each other. People float around from stream to stream. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I'm actually streaming
avoid
after
me.
this as
Come by
well.
and
I'm
say
gonna,
hello.
Go
But
give
I'm
them a follow.
And Johnny too.
Yeah.
Go empty your bank accounts. Don't credit card info. We take gold bars, Venmo,
Bitcoin,
As you heard,
Dogecoin.
Allegra Clark will be screaming right after this.
As I'm
Yes,
going to be
Allegra.
screaming after this, I'm just going to go into my bathroom and scream. And
Screaming.
live
Scream.
it's a live stream, and then I'll be live on Twitch, and you'll
With the
just
tones.
see me in my bathroom screaming.
Screaming like Siri. Screaming like Siri.
No, just like kind of primal screaming, you know, like getting it all out of my system. No, I will be live on my Twitch, which is Simply Allegra, doing some signings. And then when I'm done with signings, probably playing some Mass Effect because I have a sickness.
Or some scissor
I have to leave because I have to get over to Mella's house to pick up my prints. Otherwise, I'm going to have nothing to sign.
Yeah. This is a perfect place to stop. We've been streaming
going
for
to
almost
Mella's
2 hours.
Yeah, I know. You guys, you've been going for so long.
Yeah.
I gotta run down.
Anjali, follow JB, follow Elle, follow Chris.
Hey, thanks, Retro, by the way, mate. Thank you very
dude,
much.
thanks so much for all you guys for being here.
Guys,
It's
thank you,
always
guys.
super
Good times,
fun.
guys. Good times all being together again.
Yeah, this
Sorry. Also, Elle
Later,
Newlands and I
guys.
will be streaming on IG Live at 4 p.m. So
Go give them a follow.
stay
Everybody.
tuned.
everybody here, go give them a
Empty your
follow.
bank accounts into their
You
accounts.
guys.
Thank you, Johnny.
Anjali,
There's Ben, Elle.
Anjali, can you bring
Elle,
Charlie
Anjali,
over?
JB.
I can
Allegra,
totally bring Charlie,
Mella,
yeah.
Anjali,
Erica,
Charlie, and I
Justine.
Anjali, yes, Erica, bye guys.
Adios, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Retro. Thank you.